Hey, good morning. I see Jeff's on and Patty's on. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday.
Good morning.
Good to see everybody up and on and bright and early. And it's looks like it's going to be a nice day here. It's a little cool, though. It's 48 degrees right now in our terms. So, hey, there's Ratfink Ron's on. So, good to see Ron. Ron's back from Bike Week. So I see my thing spinning, and so is our chat working? So I'm not sure if it's working or if I'm just doing. It says it's freezing. Is it freezing outside or is my chat freezing? Because I do see it spinning there. Maybe it's me.
Mine looks good.
Oh, good. Okay, that's probably just mine then.
So far.
All right, so far so good. So good to see everybody on. So good to see Jeff's on. Jeff put up a little video yesterday. He's was messing with his drone there, and that was pretty cool. I love the water. He flew his drone over top the water, and it was pretty cool. You know, that's. I'm gonna refresh my screen here a second. I lost sound. Let me flip it up here. Do a refresh once and see what happens once. There we go. It looks like I'm back up now on that. So, so if everybody's working good, let me know. Ratfink said he lost sound, and I don't know if everybody lost sound or not. Heck, let me put my earphones in and double check and make sure things are working okay.
I hear sound. I hear you talking.
I hear sound. Okay, sounds good. All right. Apparently everything good. Sue says it's good there. So if you have any problems, let me know. You never know. Technology. Sometimes things good. It works good. All good here, Jeff. So Patty says, I'm at the Cracker Barrel off of exit 10 going to Pinellas later. So, Ratfink still no sound for me. So, it might be on your end, Ron. I'm not sure. Try a restart or something on it. So, I think everybody else has got sound. So,
yeah,
Jeff's sound. All right. Well, try resetting it once. Restart it. Maybe it's something there. Or maybe you hit mute. I've done that. I go, man, I ain't got no sound. What's going on here, you know? And then I hit mute and it's like, oh my gosh, you know. Hey Google, good morning.
Hi, Lucky Dog. The time is 8:01 a.m. Right now, it's 52 and partly cloudy there. Today, it'll be partly cloudy with a forecasted high of 75 and a low of 47. Have a wonderful day.
She says 52. It's 48 on my thermometer here, so okay, better got it. Good, Ron. So glad to see you come on. A lot of cool videos there you put up, Ron. Been watching. I think I've seen them on. And if I missed one, I missed one. I don't know, sure, but I tried not to. So, yeah, we've been hanging out. Been still playing my 3D printer. This is the latest thing I printed out. This is a cell phone bracket. Put your cell phone in here and crank it down. It has a little 1/4-20 thing on the back. You know, these black prints are hard to film. But anyways, I printed that, and so it's pretty cool. Oh, you got more? Cool. I'll keep watching. You put them up, I'll keep watching them. And, yeah, hey, Jeff, was that some footage you had filmed last fall? Because I see there was leaves on the trees. Maybe you do have leaves on the trees. I don't know. We don't lose ours, but I know a lot of places up north don't. Just says, Ron, drunk dude was too funny. We see that too. The drunk dude, he was just like, he was having a good old time. He was just stumbling around there. And
Hold my beer.
Here, hold my beer. You know, I was like, I'll do this next. So that was pretty funny. It's funny to watch drunk people. There's Tammy. Morning, Tammy. Good to see Tammy on this morning. I almost hit him. Sometimes they can be a little obnoxious, you know. I mean, I can, as long as they behave themselves, don't get too crazy. It's like, but
I like Jeff's comment. Just said, if when you drink that much, Jeff, you fall asleep. I think that's probably what happened to that guy. He was out walking along somewhere, probably heading back to his camp, and just stumbled and fell down and just laid there and slept for the night, the rest of the night.
Ron said he was on more than beer, and that's a lot of them, you know. It's not just beer, you know. It's yeah, I seen talk about drugs. They legalized medical marijuana to smoke it. Before you couldn't smoke it, you have to take it through oils or whatever, cookies, but now you can smoke it. And also they put into the house he was bleeding, so that's not good. But they actually put a bill in the house to legalize recreational marijuana here in Florida. So hey, it's getting closer. That says, hey Tam. Oh, his face was all busted up. Get drunk, fall down, and get hurt. You know, I hate to admit it, but when I was doing craft beer, we went to what every year they have what they call the Sunshine Challenge. Hi Tammy. The Sunshine Challenge is where all brew clubs come around and they set up all the sample beers. And this was over in Sanford where we just did the last video, and actually the next video will be in Sanford. So we and my friend, we rented a motel. This whole thing was at this motel. We rented a motel because we knew we was going to be drinking a lot. Well, we drank at we started out, we went to our motel and we decided we both like Scotch whiskey. So a little bar right there, we said, hey, let's get some Scotch. So we had a couple of shots of Scotch. Then they started up what they call club night with all these samples of beer around the pole and that. And we drank until I think 11 o'clock. Then we went down to a little bar downtown we could walk. Went down there, and by then I was pretty well crocked out. Well, I don't know how long we was there. I know I had beer in front of me all night, but we came back walking, and the sidewalk came up and tripped me. And I got a chipped tooth here that went right down on my face. So today, that chipped tooth was that night of, I don't know if you call it good drinking or bad drinking, but that was probably the most I ever drank in my life. So that was crazy. And he says my friend just came back from Colorado with some fun stuff. The blizzard hit while she was there. She didn't have much fun. Well, a little fun was had. Laugh out loud. Yeah, oh boy, gentlemen, start your engines. There you go. Damn sidewalks. They do that. You know, if you drink enough, you know, they do that to you. They'll come up and bite you, you know. So that was probably the worst drunk I ever did, and it was crazy. But we knew we was there. We had a motel, and we weren't going nowhere, so we made it. It's not the fall, it's the stop. Yeah, I know, you know. And I can just barely remember falling down. You know, that's the stupid part when I couldn't remember it, you know. It's came down and, you know, boom, and it's like, then we got back there to camp, and what beer company was there? They had their motorhome, and they invited us in, and we had some more beer with them. So we were all over the place. That was crazy. But it was fun. Never forget those nights, you know. Get up and drink more. There you go. And that's what we did next day. The whole weekend was all about beer. There was judging. In fact, my friend, he had one of his beers entered into the competition, and and I think he won something. And but we spent there the whole weekend. I used to be a beer judge. I used to judge all the local homebrew competitions and that. So they still ask me to judge. I just don't do it anymore. Amy says, I've had a few sidewalks bite me during the Mardi Gras here in St. Louis while drinking Hurricanes. It'll do it you every time, you know. And I drink less than I ever did. I get headaches, you know. I love good craft beer, but I get headaches, you know. Just said, Ron said the guy at Bike Week was a PQR. PQR, you got to explain that one to me. A PQR.
I read it as PRO.
Oh, PRO. A pro. There you go. See, my eyes are getting bad. It's not. It is. You're right. A pro. He was a pro. There you go. A lot of liquor in them, yeah. And Bike Week, that happens, you know. Well, you know, that's what's nice about Cackleberry's down there. If you can camp, put your camper right there. You spend, you know, do what you want. Go to bed, you know, sleep it off. You don't, not out on the road, not hurting nobody, not getting hurt. So, see, yesterday, some crazy, well, I don't know if it was a crazy person. I think they said he was in his 80s up in Ormond Beach, come flying off, went into the beach and hit, like, what was it, 4 kids?
4 kids.
And fortunately, they're all going to be okay. But he was an old dude, though. I think he was in his 80s. I think it was probably either medical or he probably shouldn't be driving anymore. So that sounds like that's what happened there. But that's, fortunately, they weren't hurt seriously. But that was all over the news. And he says, I can't drink like I used to. I don't even try. I don't either, you know. It's like I drink far less. And I like the taste of it, the flavor-wise. I love beers and good drinks and that, but I just can't handle the headaches and stuff comes along with it. So I just kind of, you know, I drink my V8 juice in the Lucky Dog coffee chat mug. So that's what I've been drinking. So Yeah, place is nuts. It is. I bet it's crazy down there. He says, thank God those kids are okay. Yeah, you know, it's a good thing that they're all right, you know. And so, hey, I wanted to show you guys. I designed a new t-shirt last night. And this was, Tammy inspired this one. We made a Cuckoo Chicken t-shirt. I put that up last night. And I don't know if you noticed there in the background, Cuckoo Chicken is setting, well, I'll get that graphic off, you'll be able to see it. But anyways, so that's the back side. The front side has the same thing with a smaller, like an emblem on the front. So those are in the t-shirt thing. You just click the link if you're interested, and they're down there. But it was fun. It came out really nice. I was kind of tickled with it there. So that's our Cuckoo Chicken Lucky Dog t-shirt. So they're available. There's Cuckoo Chicken. You see him right there in the background? He's sitting over there in the aquarium. He's been hiding out, you know. So Cuckoo Chicken's right there. He's been there the whole time. Oh, thank God the kids. Yeah, Cuckoo Chicken T-shirt. And I said I like Jack Daniels if I do not have it. If I do have a drink, yeah, Jack Daniels is good. He says right on. Just said that video was shot at the same time the others. Okay, I had checked it private for some reason. Oh, okay. Taste I ordered today. Cool. It's cool. I'm gonna have to get myself one now. I'm gonna have to order me one because I was messing around with that last night, and it's like I was really kind of tickled the way it came out. You know, I thought it looked pretty cool, so I got to get one of these. So get all these t-shirts. Yeah, wrapping cool shirt. Yeah, I kind of liked it. You know, I can do it. I just did it in the denim blue. I can make other colors, but right now I just did a denim blue on it. So I thought that looked pretty good. That's who says, oh wow, Jeff, haha, that happens. Yeah, I have a few videos that set private. Actually, what I've done is once in a while I'll do a video and I'll upload it and then I don't like it, and then are they in print? Yeah, you can order one right now. You should be able to go in there, place your order, and then it'll take a couple weeks to get it because they print each one as it goes along. So you know,
print on order. Yeah,
print on order. That's the way they work. They don't stock them. You know, you go in, you place your order, and then they'll print it to each one as you order it. So I know Jeff's got a denim blue, the regular Lucky Dog shirt. He's got one on order. We've got some black ones will be here shortly, and so I have to order them just like everybody else. I go in there and order my own, you know. Oh, Jeff said I don't have a great monitor and helper like Bob does. I got Sue. She helps me out of everything on it. She wrote up they have, what do you call it, introduction here to the channel. Yeah, like, and I always had a crappy one because I can't write. I can't type. I can't write. So she wrote me a one, real nice one. So, oh, can I get a tank? Well, let me see if that can be available in the tank. Probably. You know, yeah, and let me see if I can get one up in a tank on it. I'll check into that, Tammy. When I checked out, it didn't offer. Sometimes the colors get funky because the tank is different, you know. So let me see if I can do a tank. I redid a couple because I didn't, where the logo is, it showed, you could see the box, and I didn't like those. And I got these down pat where I got the color. It looks like they're gonna be pretty nice. So but let me see if I can do a tank in those too.
Ask Tammy if, well, I can ask her.
You can ask Tammy.
Tammy, would you want the big logo in the front or in the back? Just a little logo in the front, like the t-shirt is. That's what we were trying to figure out.
Yeah, you can get it. This side is the back, the full logo, and then I like the little logo in the front, so I'm getting behind. So there's Scott. Hey, Scott. Hey, what's up?
Have that set up. Bob could design it just like you want it there, and the color that you want too, Tammy. Tell him what color you want, right?
I can change the different colors. I haven't made one yet, but yeah. What's up, Scott? Good morning, Scott. Oh, good to see Scott on board. Just said, I thought I wanted black until I saw the denim. I like the denim, you know. I said, we got black ones coming. I do like I got some more denim ones coming, too. So, you know, I say I kind of like that color there. So, Yeah, Scott says, hey all, crappy weather in PA today. I was planning on taking out the trailer this weekend, but the winds all 20, 30 mile an hour.
Wow.
Gusts. That's March winds, you know. March you get a lot of... We were windy, and we've been crappy since what? Last Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday, yeah.
Maybe it was Sunday,
Saturday.
but anyway, so... It's beautiful now. It got a little better yesterday. Today's supposed to be great. Tomorrow's supposed to be great. We're going to go tomorrow and do some filming at that Pioneer Summit in Barberville. We were going to do that on Sunday, but postponed it. And they had a thing going, so it'd be less people, be better to film, you know. Oh, Tanny said little logo in the front, big one in the back. I kind of like those, so that's the way I've been setting them up, you know. Yeah, I ain't to win too, Scott, Jeff. That's especially try to fly or something. She says, but I'll let know what kind of logo you want on the tank. And so she just did. Tanny says, I'll have to think about the color. I like denim, thanks, Sue. The denim's pretty nice, so we'll see how they go. Okay, thanks. Scott says, Jeff, the wind makes it feel colder. And it does, the wind chill. My little thing here right now, unless you get a certain amount of wind or a certain temperature, the dew point's 49, but when it goes down below a certain temperature, it shows you wind chill. When it goes above, it shows you heat index. But like right now, we're 49 degrees with 49% dew point and 99% humidity. So we do have. There's Ron. Haven't seen Ron for a couple times. How's it going up Myrtle Beach way? I just watched a video yesterday. Somebody did in Myrtle Beach. That was pretty cool. They were riding bicycles down to, I think, Myrtle's Inlet. You know. Oh, RV review anytime soon. So yeah, we're always looking for our reviews. I think he's talking to Ratfink. That's what he's talking to. Yeah. FOB by Scott. You know, us old people, we just aren't up with it too.
Yeah, he's decoding.
He's decoding for me because I just like what? I'm not real smart. Just said, yes, it does, Scott. I guess a good for selling kites. I thought about that when I used to fly a lot of RC because throw a kite in there. If you can't fly an RC, you fly a kite. He says, hi, Ron. How you doing? Good morning, Ron. Ratfink says, Sunday I drove in a solid rain home from Bike Week, driving my motor home with a trailer on it. And then I got stuck, in accident traffic. Oh, accident traffic for 45 minutes. Oh, my gosh. RTF for Ratfink. That works. There you go. Yeah, Jeff, when it blows 20 to 30, you can sail on the mast. You don't need the sails. Yeah, you don't need them at all. You just follow the current, you know. Haha, Scott. Yeah, right. Does the wind knock the RV around? Yeah, I bet it does. When I had my 30-foot Winnebago, the wind would play. It's like a billboard. It would push you all over. It does my road trek. It bounces, but the road trek is all over the road anyways because those steering those things are just horrendous. They just wander all over, and then you put a little wind with it, and then it's just like it's sullen on the wheel. And he says, Scott, selling is so much work. How long have you been selling? It is a lot of work. Ron said, yeah, Scott, I have to open it up, clean it up so I can do a video after a long week. Oh, Ron said Huntington State Parks has a bike. I think they were at Myrtle Beach State Park is where this video where they were at. Myrtle Beach State Park. Does that sound right, Ron? RTR also sounds like a reefer. RFR. Y'all, it's on a gas chassis, so... Jeff asks, Ron, how you been feeling? So how's things going up in Ron way? Refer to what, Sue? Speaking to refer. Oh, there's Richie. Hi, Richie. Good morning. How's it going? Good to see Richie on this morning. That says, Tammy off and on since I was 12. Largest sailboat was a 27-foot Hunter. Favorite was a Starwind 23. Small was a 12-foot Snark. I used to work on sailboats. I'd make Dodgers and all kinds of... We'd always done work on sailboats down here in the harbor. Because that's what I did. I worked on boats. I just figured I'd stop in before school. I'm glad you did, Richie. Just says hi, Richie. So glad to see you come on. Ron says he's not feeling bad, so that's good. Oh, cold and rainy. Well, we have been. I mean, it's chilly here this morning, but it's going to warm up nice. I think mid to upper 70s, you know, I'm thinking. School says, hi, Richie. Heading off to school this morning, Richie. And so,
slow on the uptake this morning.
yeah. Well, Scott, guess you're very good at it. Yeah, selling's an art. You know, it is. Jeff said my niece just had some stones removed too. So, well, everybody's having stones. Richie said, I'm sorry, but I have to go school. Bye, just quick. Well, I'm glad you stopped by, Richie.
Bye, Richie.
Infos for a minute or two. Glad to see you on. Have a good day at school. He's saying good morning, Richie. Richie Rich. There you go, Richie Rich. I used to watch that cartoon all the time. Richie Rich. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Richie. Have a good day. And Scott says, Tammy, at the last one I had made a video of the restoration I owned with my brother, but his wife hated selling, so we sold it. So there it went, you know. Yeah, I wish I was young again, too. Take care, Richie. Yeah, that's my, you know, retirement's great. I love retirement. But your body's not. There's some days it's a struggle. You know, it's hard, you know. Ron says it's sunny and 60s this afternoon. Okay, Google, what's the weather for today?
Today, it'll be partly cloudy, with a forecasted high of 75 and a low of 47.
75.
Currently, it's 52 and partly cloudy.
So that'd be good. Yeah, Jess says, I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So we have to retire first and work like that's what I say. You know, it's like when you feel really good, full of energy, and you think, oh, I do all this stuff when I retire. The trouble is, you get up and some days you don't feel that great. You know, a lot of days. He says, bummer, Scott, I'm not a good sailor. I just don't quite get it. Well, it took me a long time, what do you call it, tacking? How you go forward if into the wind. And if I'm right, I guess you tack. You go cross back and forth, and you keep moving a little forward, and it takes a lot ways to go on forward. So if I'm wrong, Scott, let me know, but I think that's called tacking. Yeah, Patty says it's water making stones. I think it's hard water. You know, that could be. You know, I don't hardly drink any water. Very hardly any at all. You know, I should, but I don't. I drink the Kreutz water, the fizzy water, you know. I drink some of that, so, but, you don't know. That, I think you might be right there, Patty, there. The water, the minerals. I look at my fish tanks, and all the white and junk that's on the fish tank building up. If that's done that on those tanks, and you're drinking a lot of water, that's done that inside your body too. So, yeah, Raffing said, me too, Jeff. Yeah, Bob, which video editor I'm using now? I'm using DaVinci. It's 15, DaVinci 15. I really like it. It's really, it's the one. You know, it's a little bit complicated. You've got to take some time to learn it, and I'm still learning it, but I really like it. You know, and it needs a strong computer. All editing needs a good strong computer. Tammy says, Scott, I've always said the same thing, but what would we do if we worked when we were old? Haha, yeah. Yeah, I think we should never have to work. That's the way to go.
There you go.
Some kids nowadays think the same thing because they stay at home all their lives. They never leave the home.
I know, YouTube.
I beat the alarm. That's what they want to be, a YouTuber. Yeah, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. It's a lot of work if you want to try. Oh, Ron says, see, he drinks a lot of water. He's had stone problems, so he drinks. I hardly drink any water. You know, very little water at all. You know, when I was working out on boats and it was so hot, we'd drink a lot of water because you dehydrate so much, and I would drink a ton of water then. But you know, since I'm just retired at home, I don't drink much water at all. And he says, Patty, that makes so much sense, and it does. It really does make a lot of sense because all the junk and the hard water and minerals in your. I did a water test on our water here at home, and we had a normal water that you buy in a bottle of water has like, I don't know, 150 parts per million of dissolved solids as an average. Our water here had like 360 parts per million of solids. So I had bought an RO filter, An RO filter polishes the water down to has nothing in it. I could get it down to like 2 parts per million, hardly nothing in the water. And not much flavor to it though, because the minerals is what gives your water the flavor. But I made beer out of it. I did an IPA, and you couldn't even taste the hops in it. Well, what happens? The hops need something to get onto, and they attach to the minerals. And so by attaching the minerals, that's where your flavor comes from. Since it was clean water, it had no hop flavor whatsoever. Scott says selling is fun, but I always have a boat. I was born in Jacksonville, North Carolina, so I think saltwater influenced my brain. I've always been around water. I've only ever owned one boat in my life. Been on tons of boats, working every day, you know. And it does. So Sue's, haha, Scott. That's it doesn't. Things do can influence you. Jeff says, doctor told my dad stones are made of calcium, and so if your water had a lot of calcium in them, you're getting these calcium deposits making stones. He says, I had it very good at home and didn't actually leave the nest till I was 21. I opened a beauty shop, and my bills at that point. So you see, stayed home. I think I left home at 16. You know, I think Ron did too. Patty says, look at ice after it turns to water again. Yeah, it does, because there is stuff in your water. Ron said, I'm always thirsty, being diabetic. You know, drink whiskey. You know, that's what you gotta do, Ron. Drink whiskey. Scott said, okay, folks, I have to get ready for work. Talk about that work thing. I'll see you on the Monday night chat. So, okay, Scott, have a good day at work.
Bye, Scott.
I wish you was free and didn't have to work. So, but we'll see you again on Monday, Scott. Have a good day. Tanny says, are we talking about, we are talking about that, weren't we? Or am I crazy? Oh, about the water diamond. I'm confused.
I don't know what we're talking about, yeah.
Before we tell, what were we talking about? We were talking about water and minerals and junk in it. Jess said they also told him to drink plenty of cranberry juice. I drink it all the time. And beer to flush. Yeah, there you go. Cranberry juice and beer. I do drink a lot of cranberry juice.
Denny has stones too, and he drinks cranberry juice, and it's helping his kidneys too. Cranberry juice helps your kidneys.
I don't know the cranberry juice I drink is that good or not, because it's cranberry cherry I usually get. I don't know if it's not pure cranberry juice. It'd be better if I just drink pure cranberry
cocktail
juice, you know. Everybody said bye, Scott. Oh, Tammy says about leaving the nest. Yeah, leaving the nest. A lot of kids don't leave the nest today. Not like...
My granddaughter will be 21 in June, and my daughter's chomping at the bit for her to leave the nest.
Yeah. Yeah, she's time to go and get a job. Oh, Ron said I drink beer every day. Well, Ron got drinking that non-alcoholic beer. And I found some really good stuff over here at the Wine and More. And they got some good flavored non-alcoholic beer. And if we get over the game, we'll have to pick up some more of that. That was pretty good. I like that. I found one real cheap over there.
Oh,
it was good.
Sale, yeah.
No, it wasn't even on sale. You know, it was real cheap. $2 a 6-pack, wasn't it? It was I
thought that was on sale.
I don't think so. You know, I think that was a standard price. So, anyways, so Ron says my girls are 22 are still with me, but I don't care. Well, you know, I mean that's okay. You know, it's but sometimes you know, time to kick them out of that. Sue's daughter wants her to go on though, and that's probably the big deal.
She just got a full-time job. She just had a part-time job.
Right.
And wasn't making very much money. So now she just started a full-time job, so hopefully she'll be making enough money to start saving.
On her own. Well, they got a big family there too. You know, it's like all of them.
Combined families, so there's 4 kids, 2 adults.
Yeah, that's good, Ron. That good kids, yeah. And you know, there's a lot of good kids out there. You know, there's a few that's not, but there's a lot of good kids out there. And we got a good kid, and you don't mind him being there. I wish I had a boy around here and say, boy, go out here and do this for me. I need a servant. That would be cool. Or at least help me, you know. Just said, did you say whining more or whining more? Whining more. Yeah, I think it's, is it Wine More? That's the name of it, isn't it? It's a big liquor store.
Yeah.
Whiny More. I want more. Tanny says every time I move, my mother would say, "Oh, you should just move back home." She it was easy to live with, and she used to drop me off at the bar and pick me up. I need that's good, Mama. You know, my mom was good. She never gave us any problems. You know, we never left home because we didn't like home. Home was fine, and no problem at home. Don't ask me why, Ronnie. Why did we not leave home early? I don't know. But me and Ron both left home early. My sister did.
I know why you left home early. I don't know about Ron.
You know,
I know you got married.
Well, I got married, so did Ron. Ron got married, so that's just the way it was, you know. Got married early. I was married when I was in high school. It wasn't the smartest thing I ever done, but I did it, you know. Ron says I would take my mom's weed. I wish my mom would have had some weed. I wasn't interested in that back then, you know what? I did a 360 on weed. I used to be so against it. You know, I was totally against it. But as I got older and got knowing what it was and really the whole thing, it's like, I'm for it. You know, I can't wait till they legalize it so I can get some, you know. Tammy says, laugh out loud, Ron. Still my mama's weed. Yeah, my mama never had any weed. She'd have some wine now and then. Dad would make homemade wine. We'd get into Dad's wine, and he got smart. He'd take a pencil and put a mark on it, but we'd take and put water back into it so that it went back up to the mark, and he probably knew. You know, he probably knew what we were doing. So Ron says, I'll get you high, Bob. All right, sounds good. That's in my plan. You know, I mean, I think of days where when you get old, some days you don't do nothing and your whole body just aches. It's arthritis and everything else. And if you just had a relief from that, you know, for a while. And that's like, that's what I'm thinking, you know. He says, come on over here, Ron. Yeah, Ron said got married and moved out next to Mom and Dad's right. Ron had they had mobile homes and side by side, so Mom, Dad lived here, and Ron and his wife lived right there, Sandy. So, but yeah, that's where they got. I moved to the next town down. I had an apartment for a while, and then I rented a mobile home, and then I bought one and lived in that one for a long time. Had one other house, actually 2 other houses. Then I moved here to Florida. So, yeah, there was no real reason left home. Family life was fine. You know, it was parents didn't give us no hassle. They like smoking. We smoked back then. I don't smoke now. Can't stand to be around it. But they never told us we couldn't smoke. They said if you're going to be smoking, I want to know where you're smoking so you don't go out and burn down the barn. You know.
I never smoked.
You know, well, I did, but I could have done without it. It's like didn't do me. I quit early 20s and thought this is stupid, you know, and I haven't smoked since. So, and he says, Bob, you have the right idea. It really doesn't help with all kinds of elements. MS is one of them. It does. It's helpful for medical. Susan, that's what I meant when I said reefer. Smoking medical weed is now legal, and it is. It's legal here in Florida, and they passed it. I guess like today you can do it now. Oh, Ron says it's so cold this warehouse I can see my breath. I know it is cold out this morning, Ron. It's terrible. Some people say we're wimps because it's like 50 degrees, but it's cold. Ron, I hate cigarettes too. It's like I got vocal. You know, I mean, if I'm somewhere and somebody's got a cigarette, I go, you got to get that away from me. I don't care if they like it or not. You know, it's like you got to get it away. I do not want. When I say get it away, get it away. I can smell it a block away. You know, get it away. I don't want to smell that stuff. You know, it's like, if you want to do it, that's fine, but go somewhere where you're not affecting someone else, you know? He says, damn, Ron. I knew you got it, Tammy. Haha. So anyways, that's this way. The older you get, you don't hesitate speaking your mind. You know? It's like, that's why they call it Grumpy Old Man. You know, did you guys watch that movie, Grumpy Old Men? There was 2 of them. I loved that movie. Putz, you know, what do you call him, moron? Moron, Putz, you know, and they were chasing the girl around. That was
the first one was
What's her name? I
And
can't
Margaret.
think. And Margaret. There you go.
The second one was Sophia Loren.
Yeah. Jess said, Bob, did you shop around when you moved to Volusia County and found out the to the best, or did you just kind of land there? I just land here. Ex-wife had family in this area here and came down here thinking about it. Had a realtor, showed us a few places, and then I was looking at them online. I saw this house here that I live in online listed. It was exactly what I wanted, so I called the realtor, and she said, nah. She went by it. She goes, they got big dogs, and the place is not. So she goes, I don't think you want it. And when I got here, started showing us around different ones, and I said, I want to see if that one's still available. I drove by here. The guy was moving out. It was his brother-in-law owned this house. Said the AC was bad and it needed some work, which back then the remodel was no big deal. So I got the realtor, went in, and I bought this place. So that's been 20 years ago, and I love this area. It's great. And he said Illinois is so broke they would only legalize it here if they could fix so many problems. They'll get tax off of it, you know. Just said, I think you said the cost of living is fairly good. Yeah, it's low here. Cost of living, but wages are low here. Volusia County's low wages and lower cost to live. So that's what it, you know. He said, I hate to admit I'm a smoker. However, I'm very careful not to do it around others, and I think it stinks. I don't smoke them out. Well, you know, I mean that's okay, Tammy. No problem if you smoke, you know. But you sound like you're considerate of other people, you know. It's I got friends will smoke and they'll hold it behind there, and I go, that doesn't work. You can hold it behind you, but it does not work. You know? But that's all right, Tammy. You sound like you're considerate, though. Ron said, I want to fly my drone, and it's giving me issues. Going to have to get it checked. What kind of drone do you have, Ron? I saw your one video flying over top of Cackleberries there, and I was just wondering, what kind of drone do you have? It sounded like one of the old ones I got. I got a couple other ones here that I don't fly on much, but I got a couple other ones. Yeah, taxes on legal weed, that will help areas. It will. Ron said they're talking about legalizing reefer here. So, yeah, Florida's, I mean, said medical's already been. They just posed it like yesterday, put it in the house to make it recreational, and it'll happen. And the sooner the better. Reefer madness. There you go, Ron. Oh, what about the crime rate there? It's not. You know, Daytona has some areas and there's some crime. I don't think it's any worse than any other.
I think Volusia County overall is high because it's got
a lot of people.
Beach,
yeah.
Deltona.
Well, Deltona is a bad area. I wouldn't live in Deltona. Very poor area. Lots, tons of people live there, but it's a very bad place to live.
The crime rate in DeLand is coming up, a lot of it because of a few areas in town, but overall, I think it's pretty good. Yeah,
I don't think it's much worse than our area. I always feel safe. I never felt unsafe around here. Oh, what about, what's wrong with the drone, Rod? He said, I bet my brother will smoke you under the rug. Ron used to smoke a lot. Tell him, Ron, he used to put a lot of cigarettes away, but it did affect him. I said, I have 3D robotics. The name is Solo. Okay. I don't know if I've seen that one. I might have. I have I can't think of the name of it. I've got one I completely built from scratch, and it's got all the bells and whistles. And then I have another one that I bought, paid way too much money for it. It's a Blade 350QR or something. I still have it. It works. Yeah, there you go. Just smoke weed. I agree. I'm sure someone has some in the hood. It's around. And he says there's crime everywhere. Just got to watch where not to go in those places, and also be ready to protect yourself. Well, that's the thing. Learn the area. I can tell you all the areas in Daytona that's not a good area. I can tell you the areas around DeLand that's not a good area. You just kind of keep away from the bad areas, you know.
Even beautiful Ormond Beach.
There's areas, you know.
Has been low, but it's come up lately too.
Yeah, I mean it just. But I see back home. I grew up in Funk, Ohio. I don't know if there's much crime in Funk or not, but I wouldn't be surprised, you know. Yes, Tammy, you'll be able to quit when it's right for you. Yeah, you got to do that when you Smoking is something you quit on your own. You can harass somebody all you want, but that isn't going to make them quit, you know. Jeff says, so right, Tammy, it's out of hand everywhere. And it is. It's the whole world. The world's out of hand, you know. He says, start up 3 motors were tuning, so shut it down, went to restart all the motors, and they were spinning and gave throttle. When it went full throttle, it wouldn't stop. I noticed when you put your video up, Ron, and I was listening to your drone, it was making some odd sounds to me. I thought it sounded like the motors weren't all synchronized right. Just says crime here is outrageous. Violent crimes, yeah. Hey Ron, here's an idea. Go to my below and get a DJI and click on the link, and I'll get credit. But anyways, but anyway, I love my Mavic Air or the Spark. They're inexpensive. That's what Jeff's got, and those things are great. I mean, I've never heard nothing bad about a Spark. They're very inexpensive, you know. Ron says you have to know what a friend that has some. That's it. That's what you got to do. Have friends. As well, Jeff. We live in a nice middle-class neighborhood. We have had more trouble with break-ins lately, and that happens, you know. This area here's been good. This little development we live in, I don't know of any trouble around here since I've been here 20 years, and it's very, very peaceful, you know. Well, Ron said I smoked 2.5 packs a day till I had a heart attack. Yeah, that'll do it. It'll eventually catch up with you sooner or later, you know. And you know, that's a lot of my friends that I have that smoke. If any other reason that they would quit is for their health, you know, because it's not good and it's expensive. You can buy a lot of toys, you know, with all the money. I can't believe what cigarettes cost. All right, Rat thinks that I haven't flown it in a year, so I'm hoping to fly mine tomorrow. And I haven't flown mine for a couple weeks, seems like, but I'll go out for tomorrow there.
The last 2 weekends, not this past weekend, but before that, we're at the Dawg parade and
yeah, didn't
bike rally.
And this weather hasn't been as good either, so.
We were going to go to the Strawberry Fest on Sunday, but it rained.
He says, Ron, I always have a stage. I need a stage. Ron P, that would do it. I hope that's not what takes me from it. Now, you know, think about Tammy for yourself. You know, don't let it hurt you, you know. There I am preaching. I said not to preach, I'm preaching. Bad me. Ron says, when I get some money to blow, I'm going to get another drone. I'll talk to you. Yeah, get a hold of me. I mean, I've been into drones pretty heavily, and you can figure out how much money you want to spend and what drone you want for the money. And a lot cheaper now. My first one I paid $1,200 and paid far less for the one I got now, and it's way, way better, you know. We only think it's going to happen to other people. Yeah, that's true. You know, a lot of things, yeah, it won't happen to me, but it can, you know. Ron said, he just quits, I'll start chewing gum or anything. Yeah, it wasn't hard for me to quit. Back when I quit, I just one day, that's enough. I'd get sore throats, I was stupid, and I just quit and never did again, you know. Oh, just I'm going to buy a couple more batteries. I have 3 now. I got 3, and eventually I wouldn't mind getting a few more on it. Get those days where you really want to fly a lot more. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind get a few more batteries. And he says, I hear you're effing and Bob. Okay, we won't get on Tammy, though. I said, me too, $1,200 drones, $500. Yeah, I know, that's what I started out with, you know. I say for $399, you can get that Spark. Jeff has one, and the thing takes amazing videos. And I mean, it has a few limitations. Some of the sensors on the side that the Air has, but otherwise, it's amazing, you know. Oh, Tane said I've seriously cut down. That's good, you know. Ron said I was hoping to fly today, but it's not looking good with the wind. Right now, I have a 0 wind right here. I don't even see a leaf moving on the tree right now, so we're good right now. He says I would lock mine in my glove compartment of my car. I really had to go through it a lot to get all the cigarette to help me, so put it where it's not convenient. Yeah, I've heard him do that. make it harder to just grab one in your pocket, you know. I mean, when I quit, I carried them around in my pocket and just I didn't smoke them, but I have good willpower. I could stop anything at any moment, you know. That's just me, you know.
I'm glad I never started because I know I would have had a hard time stopping.
Yeah, Ron says, you'll do it. Yeah, Ting said, I smoked since I was 15. I probably smoked earlier than that we started smoking. You know, I know Ron smoked in that. We always smoked in something. We'd roll our own. We'd smoke corn silk, you know. Had to do it. You're a kid, you know. You had to do it. Yeah, it's hard. It is. Patty, that's such a great idea when you have to stop and think, is it worth the trouble? Yeah, put them somewhere that isn't convenient. Yeah, I roll my own. The kind I would want to smoke, I'd roll my own. I don't even want to smoke weed. I'd rather put it in a cookie. I found on my 3D printer got a cookie cutter you can print out. It's in the shape of a weed, of marijuana leaf, and it's like they ever legalized it. That's how we're gonna make cookies, and I'm gonna print out the cookie cutter, and that's how we'll make our cookies.
You know, if you don't know, don't eat the cookies that are
they're shaped like a weed.
Marijuana leaf.
Yeah. Brad's laughing. Tammy says, your own what? My own what?
Rat thinks that he rolls his own.
Oh, rolls his own. Yeah, own what? Yeah, his own cigarettes or whatever kind of what? The wacky backy cigarettes, the funny cigarettes. My grandpa always rolled his own cigarettes, and it looked just like he was rolling a joint. Of course, he just had Prince Albert is what he was rolling. He was good. He could roll one-handed. He could put the tobacco in it in one hand, roll that cigarette. Of course, he'd always lick them and have that little, look like a joint sticking in his mouth. So, Pineapple Crush, there you go. Pineapple Crush. Tammy said, my friend is coming over today with a cookie. We need cookies.
The one that just got back from Colorado, Tammy?
Here's the deal, guys. You send me a cookie and I'll send you a free sticker. Send me a cookie. And I'll send you.
It's against the law to mail them.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't get in trouble. No, don't do that. NRWD. Need rent.
It must be the name of some or something.
Tammy, I tried a lot of times to quit. I was in the hospital for 15 days without smoking, so that made it easier. Yeah, that makes a difference too when you're can't do it. You know. Oh, no rolling while driving, but I can. You know. No rolling while driving. You gotta concentrate on the road. Pull off to the side if you need to roll one. You know, that's my advice. Lucky Dog's advice. If you need to roll one, pull off the side of the road and roll it. Then go on. Same with the text. Right now, I got this little camera off to the side. I'm watching my 3D printer. I'm printing a little business card box that I can put my Lucky Dog business cards in. So I'm printing that out this morning. So every once in a while I look over here and I'm watching my print. Sue says, what is NTWD, Ron?
I meant NRWD, but...
Oh, WD.
No roll weed, maybe? I don't know.
No roll weed.
No roll
And he says,
weed.
Ron P., I would be the stupid one who came out and lit up as soon as I could. Come out of the hospital, you know, and just like light one up. Smoke them if you got them. Is that what they used to say? Smoke them if you got them.
My sister has to take off her oxygen so she can smoke.
Yeah. Pull up the oxygen mask there and light the cigarettes, you know. Oh, no rolling while driving. See,
Oh, okay.
NRWD. No rolling while driving. You need to stop and pull off the side of the road and roll it. My advice, you know. We don't want nobody hurt. Tammy said I was right. See, she got it. I have trouble with abbreviations. I don't know. I'm not tuned that way, I guess, you know. Everything's abbreviated, though. I mean, that's just the way it is. And I don't get it because I don't know what they're saying half the time. I'm in a foreign land, you know, in the wrong country. Kind of like music. I don't get today's music. So, you know, it's just me. I'm old, you know. Is that an excuse? Well, it's got the only one I got. Be smart and pre-roll. There you go. See, Patty's got it right. If you're going on a long road trip, pre-roll. You've got to think of safety first, you know. Yeah, Tammy said this conversation is going to the weeds. It is.
To the dogs.
Gone to the dogs, but it's gone to the weeds. You know? Yeah, pre-roll. Yeah, Patty's got it right. Pre-roll. No, laugh out loud. Ha ha, Patty. So, yeah, we come up with some pretty good conversations. I don't know where they come from, but they come out. Hey, I looked for a ding dong to print out. Now, I mean the ding dong cake, and couldn't find one. Maybe I can find one sooner or later.
I'll just buy my ding dongs.
Yeah, but I wanted a mascot ding dong.
You want a ding dong to play with?
Yeah, just while I'm on the air, while we're talking, we could play the ding dong right there on the air. So, yeah. Ha ha, Patty. Fire in the hole. There you go. Fire in the hole. Jeff says pre-roll, are those in the frozen section? Yeah, I think in Walmart you can get them in it'd be in the vegetable area because it's a plant, and they're already they're frozen section right beside the vegetables. Ron said, haha, Ron. Ron said, we sure do drugs, racial jokes. Yeah, we do drugs, racial jokes. Yep. Yeah, we're open-minded here, you know. We don't ban too much. You know, it's like Sue's a moderator, but we haven't had too much trouble.
Well, we try and watch when Richie's on. He's 12.
Yeah.
And then there's another younger guy from DeLand that comes on, Bryce. He's 12
yeah.
from middle school. So
be sensitive.
when they're on, I try and
keep it down.
Keep it under control.
Tone it down. That's what they call it. Toning down.
Tone it down.
Yeah, tone it down. That was another chat I watched, a live chat guy. They called Tone It Down. You know, Bob, that would be great. Make mine a squeaky toy. There you go. I could make a squeaky toy.
You'd have to get a squeaker.
Little squeak her ding dong. She could squeak on her ding dong.
Ding dong squeaker.
Great time, laugh out loud. Old schools rolling, new schools vaping. Yeah, I know that's the new way to vape. I tried that vaping stuff a little bit. I just didn't care much for it. I was making my own oils and stuff. I still got the stuff. I've got all the oils. I've got bottled nicotine because I didn't use the nicotine, but I was trying to sell it, put it up on eBay, but they kept knocking it down, so I gave up on it. Yeah, exactly, Patty. Ron says that the time the only thing was on my mind was how to live or die when I came out of the hospital. That's a good idea. How am I going to live or die? Either I'm going to die or live through this, you know? He said, yep, we got to be careful when they come on, so, yep, be mindful of the young ones. This is such an awesome chat group. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. It's, yeah, I'm glad it is what it is. It's really a lot of fun. Gives a chance just to hang out, have fun, laugh, talk about anything, and solve the world. If I don't know that we are. My sister put a post yesterday that she was going to Washington, D.C. and kick all the politicians out and make the country better. She would. Just get rid of them all. Yeah, Ron P., that would do it for sure. Yeah, it does. When your life's in jeopardy, you think about what you're going to be doing next, you know. Jeff B. agreed, so. Time to get a living. Yeah, time to get you. Remember Shawshank? It's either get busy living or get busy dying. You know, old Red, get busy living or get busy dying. Well, they did. They got busy living, and they got out of that Mansfield, Ohio, Shawshank Redemption, the Mansfield prison. That's a cool place. We've been there, and that was awesome. That was a neat. All the years I lived there, never took that tour, and we went up there once, took it, and that was probably one of the most memorable tours I've ever taken. Sue says yes, keep it PG when the younger are on here. Yeah. Tammy and Rick are usually the bad kids. Tammy's a good kid. Oh, I wish my sister could too. I wish she could fix all the crazy country. Yeah, great movie. That was a wonderful movie. You know, I've seen that so many times. That's one of those movies you can watch it over and over and over and over. You know, that and Titanic. I love the Titanic. Sue says I resemble that remark. I resemble that mark. Yeah, that's me. I resemble that mark. Oh, it's is what it is, you know.
Yeah, over in July they have a lock-in up there. Not a lock-in, but a big thing at Shawshank where people go in and stay and camp there.
Because they say it's haunted.
It's haunted, yeah. I can't remember what it's called.
I don't either.
It's a lock-in, but something in the
Mansfield Reformatory. You can look it up. They have all kinds of stuff going over there. Yeah, don't forget Ratfink, Ron. Yeah, Ron says, Ratfink says, all-time favorites. Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. That was an awesome movie. That was so...
I still haven't seen that movie.
You never seen that on the side? Hey, dude. Yeah, they were so funny, you know. I love Cheech and Chong. And from what I heard, they didn't even do pot. From what I heard, that's hard to believe. Who was it, the one that did Dancing with the Stars? Was that Cheech or Chong? Cheech?
Tommy Chong.
Chong, yeah, Tommy Chong. He did Dancing. That was... I used to watch that show when they had real stars on. They have no stars on it now, but don't watch it anymore. How dare you, Sue? Sue, how dare you? Yeah, Ratfink, I love that movie. Yeah, that was a great movie. It was a great movie. Ratfink, I love when they are parked and Cheech asks how his driving was. How was my driving, dude? Dave ain't home.
Is that one of the lines?
Yeah, Dave ain't home. Dave ain't home. Just like we always say, Grace died 30 years.
30 years ago.
Yeah, I think you're parked, man. Yeah, just listen to him talk. It's hilarious, you know. Hey, dude, I think you're parked, man. Say, hey, what is that over there? He said, is that dog shit? He goes, I don't know. Is that dog shit? It smells like dog shit. Remember that gag they did on that? Hey, double bubble. Yeah, they were hilarious. There's not as many good comedians like that. They were just funny. Have any of you guys ever seen Gallagher? The guy who did the watermelons? He would bust up watermelons, and I went and saw him live up in Cleveland once, and he was, I mean, the mess he made. He got done. We was in a theater up there in Cleveland, and the people in the back, you know, hey, you didn't get all messed up. At the back was a fire hose. He grabbed that fire hose and turned that sucker on and sprayed the whole... I wouldn't think these theaters would even want him in there, but he sprayed that whole theater down. Just... Oh, nice. I think he passed away. Okay. Yeah, I love Gallagher. Gallagher was such fun. You know, he'd just take anything. You know, Sledge-O-Matic. And he'd smack that thing, whatever. He took a diaper one time, put it apart, put water in it, it got really big, and then he smashed that. Water, he'd smash anything. That was really a funny guy. So you think he died? So I didn't know that. I heard once. I thought he had a twin. So we'll have to look that up afterwards here. If Gallagher
does
still.
Carrot Top do that now?
I don't know if Carrot Top does that or not. He's not as funny though.
No, I agree.
You know, Gallagher was hilarious. You know, he's worth going seeing. Yeah, Jeff says anyone watch Pop Watch on YouTube. He's a cute little old man. Pop Watch. I'll have to check that out. No, I haven't. You know, Pop Watch. I'll check that one out. Sledge-O-Matic. There you go. Get a Sledge-O-Matic. He'd do the infomercial thing, you know, and bring out the Sledge-O-Matic.
Did you show him your spirograph you made?
No, I don't even know where it's at. I made a spirograph, you know. Oh, I think he did die. So, oh, I'm looking at my print. I think it's messing up. I didn't put things in it. Hope not, but it looks like I see strings. Anyway, I'm looking over my print. Yeah, there's some good comedians out there, you know. He said, Jeff, I haven't heard of him. Yeah, I'll have to check him out. Pop Watch. I'll have to put him on my list today. Things to watch in my afternoon YouTube session.
Oh, I know we're going to ask Ratfink about the music.
The music.
On his YouTube videos. He has licensed music on there. Remember?
Oh, he put that on one.
Yeah.
You seen? I didn't see it. You saw that.
Yeah, Ratfink. On your YouTube videos, you've got like Leonard Skinner. I don't know what music it is, but you've got licensed music. Did you pay a fee to be able to use that music, and then so you don't take a hit and have to take your videos down, or do you just list it on there, or tell us about that?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Oh, Ron said, oh, nope, he's still kicking, so he's still alive. I thought he was, you know. Ron said Big Chuck blowing up. Yeah, Big Chuck, Lardy. We had these Saturday night or Friday night movie hosts blow up model cars. They were funny. Kane says, Bob, I bet you're having fun with that. I really have a blast with it. You know, I've been I just can't think of something else to print out next, you know. Yeah, it was on my speaker. Okay. No, just it won. Just put it on. Yeah. So.
Just put it on.
Well, and I mean, it don't matter if you get a copyright strike unless you're like once you get monetized, then they don't monetize that particular video.
They might make you take it down.
Well, sometimes they take it down on their own. I had Leave It to Beaver in the background one morning here on the coffee chat, and they took it down, you know, because I had Leave It to Beaver, and I didn't do it, just not even think about it.
Yeah, I noticed you had the listing of the music and stuff, so I didn't know if you put it up or what.
Ron says, I have really no idea what I'm doing on this YouTube. What will they do? Well, the worst they could do is if they get you, they could actually pull your channel down, you know. If you don't have tons and tons of videos, it won't make any difference, but most likely that won't happen. Most time they will either pull the video down or give you what they call a copyright strike. That's generally the deal. Tane says, I had a video taken down because Led Zeppelin was in the background, but when I had the Guess Who, they didn't catch it. I know sometimes they don't. It was on Facebook. It just depends on it, the copyright police, you know. Ron says, I'll tell them to kick Croats. There you go. Rat Fink. Yeah, Houlihan, Big Chunk, they were fun. They were our movie hosts, you know. They did all kinds. Ron says, okay, I'm scared. Yeah. I don't think you are. Yeah, it's all different if you got a channel and you're trying to grow the channel, you know. But if you just put up... When I originally started putting stuff up on YouTube, it was just a place to put some videos up, you know. And then I got into making a channel on, but yeah, it's nothing to get worried about. Well, hey guys, we're coming up about an hour. I think we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Weekend's coming up. Tomorrow's Friday. I said we're going to go film at Barberville at a pioneer settlement tomorrow. We got to get some videos ahead on it. This weekend we got the Sanford and Hollabacks, a little deli there. It's kind of interesting video. So good chat. Good to see everybody come on. Appreciate everybody come by. You guys, we just without you guys, we wouldn't have a chat. So appreciate each and every one. Guys, check out the t-shirts. Got some new t-shirts going out. Check out the stickers. Yeah, this hour does fly by, Jeff. It does sometimes like jing way it goes. You know, it don't take long on it. So, all right, guys, we'll see you guys again on Monday afternoon, 6 p.m. St. Augustine for a meetup. That might be a good idea. You know. Take care, all. So when? Well, we'll have to work on that. So we'll figure that deal out. So, but yeah, that sounds like an idea. Tane says, "Ron, I still have yet to check out your channel. I'll do it now. Have a good day." So spring has sprung. Yep, spring is here. So all right, guys, we're gonna see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.
Bye.